Hello, Gemini. Ramblin Mike here. Going to play some tarot cards today. First thing I want to do is I want to take a minute, Gemini, and thank each and every one of you for all your likes, your shares, and your subscribes to my channel. I appreciate all of it. Also, appreciate and love all the comments, the good, the bad, or the ugly. I feel if I have the right to say, you have the right to say. I did want to take a minute to talk about tarot and general reads. There's no possible way that as I read these cards for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, that this can apply to every Gemini on the planet. So those of us that know and love tarot have learned that if it resonates, to run with it, and if it don't, to let it go. Also, for my cross watchers out there, these may read out from your perspective as well. So with all that being said, I appreciate you, Gemini. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say today. I have been shuffling your cards for a while and meditating on them, so this will be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm going to tune in here. Hey, Tarot. Hey, Love Team. Let's tell Gemini what they need to know most for their highest good. I thank you for clarity and accuracy on my part. Thank you again. Here we go. Cutting the deck, Gemini. First card out, Five of Pentacles. Definitely not my favorite card. You know, it is absolutely a card of feeling left out in the cold. It is a card of financial challenges many times, possibly health challenges many times. I do like to stay off of the health. I just like to stay on love and relationships, but the card is what the card is. You see two people right here, definitely out in the cold, and there's a big bright light back up in here. Always represents source to me. Many times we feel left out in the cold because, you know, truly we're not staying connected with source. You know, that is ultimately, you know, stay with higher self and stay connected to them. Stay tuned in, tapped in, and turned on to source. Let's see what crosses this, Gemini. Uh-oh. Right in the middle of your deck, we got the Knight of Wands, you know, the one that I like to refer to as the great adventurer of the tarot deck. This is somebody that comes in and gets what they want and then runs back off again, back to whatever they were doing before they showed up in your life. You know, it is absolutely the player card. So, you know, Gemini, many of you may be feeling left out in the cold because, you know, you're playing with a player straight up. So let's see where this goes for you, Gemini. I mean, this is right in the middle of your spread here. Bottom of the deck, Six of Swords, in the distant past with this person more than likely. Well, there may have been some travel involved. Six of Swords always talks about travel. But it definitely talks about in the distant past that you were coming out of choppy waters, heading towards smoother waters, over towards Paradise Island over there. It is definitely a card of movement and travel. Let's see, in the recent past, our first major arcana showed up. It is Justice. This is the Libra card. And in the recent past, Justice, you know, talks about equal weighted balance, truth and clarity. I mean, you may have come to a decision about this within yourself and stood up for what's right for you. Justice is always an interesting card. It has to do with karma, of course. It is the card that Grandma told us about. She told us that what you put out is what will come back, you know. So many of you may have moved on from the player. Justice can often talk about, you know, the legal aspects, divorce, you know. I don't like to use that word, but it is what it is, especially with the spread I'm looking at. But it looks like many of you may have come to justice in your own mind about playing with a player, but still feeling left out in the cold as a result of it. So many of you, may have moved on, and that's why I call this justice this way. But like I say, these cards will read out for you the way that they are reading out for you. Here we go, top of the spread right here, Gemini. We got Ace of Wands. Possibly, this justice card can be swinging either way, because this is the name for this card is the thrust and lust of life. In my opinion, it's a very adult card. It, a passionate new beginning, and these people right here, they are fun. They are passionate. If you want to play with somebody like this, then play with them, because that's what they're doing. They're playing with you. No commitment, in my opinion, comes from the Knight of Wands, but they are fun to play with. And like I said, there may be travel between the two of you, and there has definitely been some justice, one way or the other, that has played out with you. At the top of your deck, we have a passionate new beginning, maybe with this person, maybe with somebody else. Ace of Wands always talks about, like when you strike a match and it flames up real big. It's like, what are you going to do with that energy that is happening at this particular point in time? One thing I do want to mention to you, Gemini, is that we are in the eclipse season at this particular point in time, and will be strongly through the entire month of February. And that's what these reads are for, from the 1st of February to the middle of February. And things can be eclipsed in and out of our lives very fast. People or things can be removed or leave, and things and people can come in very quickly. So it definitely looks like, Gemini, you're off to a passionate new start in some arena. Arena possibly that you did feel left out in the cold with, from the Great Adventurer of the tarot deck right here. An interesting read that we got going here, and it can go any way at this particular point in time. I'm reading for many out there. Here we go. Gemini, in the immediate future, there we go. This is a Major Arcana, Major Life Force card. It is the Fool card. Represents Aquarius to me. May mean something to you, may not mean something to you. Maybe this player right here is playing with Libra, and they're playing with Aquarius at the same time, possibly. General read here. But let's get back to the Fool card. The Fool card's always about new beginnings, fresh starts, leap of faith for you. It is a card of innocence. It is a card of strong spirituality. We did have the Ace of Wands crowning your read right here, and the Fool has the one wand of passion right over his shoulder right there in the Tarot Illuminati deck, with a little knapsack, got the sun shining on the back of him right here. He's got his little friend down there. It's like, hey, Gemini, watch out, you're going to fall off the cliff. But, the Fool's like, hey, I always land on my feet anyway. And I rock up here on top of the mountaintops. I'm used to being up on top of the mountaintops. And if I go off the mountaintop, it's okay. I always land on my feet. And things always work out good for me. I absolutely love the Fool card myself. That leap of faith. So I absolutely see Gemini taking a leap of faith, possibly with a player, that's had you feeling left out in the cold, a passionate new beginning, the thrust and lust of life, and possibly some travel back and forth to go see them. Very, very fun read that we have going for you, Gemini. But Gemini always has fun anyway. I love Gemini. I know many of them. They are absolutely fun people. Here we go. How Gemini sees themselves. This is nice. Another Major Arcana, Major Life Force card. It is Temperance. It represents Sagittarius in the tarot. And this is a card of patience. Let's begin with that. It is a card of meditation, prayer, however it is that you tune in to higher self or source. It is a card of the blending of the sacred masculine and the sacred feminine. It is a card of all the cooperative components coming together for you, the possibility thereof. Like I said, it is a card of meditation. It is a card of prayer. It is a card, there's a road back here. It is a card of being at the right place at the right time. It's a card of being balanced within yourself. I really like this for you because you absolutely need to be balanced if you're playing with, the great adventurer and you're looking for justice and you're willing to take that leap of faith, So, you got 3 majors on the board. All of them are powerful, powerful majors that are playing out for you. I love the rainbow up on top of this card because, when you set yourself apart and you still yourself onto source, whoever that is for you, when I touch the door handle and I open it up, I like to see rainbows and butterflies and unicorns dancing out in my front yard. I don't like to see the devil dancing out there in my front yard. So it's really a very good card for you and how to see yourself and staying balanced and meditated up in this situation that's playing out for you, Gemini. Wow, another major arcana, major life force card. Gemini, this thing's filling up with majors right here. There's only 22 in the deck. You have 4 of them on the table so far. I'm going to pull 1 more at the end. There'll be a minimum of 5 majors. So let's go. This is Virgo. May mean something, may not mean something to you. But it is the Hermit. And the Hermit, this is an exterior. This is why these changes has happened for you. The Hermit, very, very spiritual card. I see very spiritual cards here. The Hermit knows to go within and find the answers within himself. Every major religion on the planet tells us it's an inside job. And the Hermit knows that as well. He goes inside with meditation and prayer and finds the answer and then comes out with the light. Standing up on the cliff for all to see. I also love in Tarot Illuminati that the Hermit has the shepherd's staff. And it's illuminated because the Hermit absolutely loves people and the Hermit absolutely loves themselves. So this is good. I see you doing it in what I would consider to be the right way, not just rushing off to see what's going to happen, but absolutely going inside, realizing that you are creating your reality from the inside out. Very nice, Gemini. I love this spread for you. It's a very powerful spread. Hopes or fears in this position with this reading right here. It doesn't surprise me at all that 9 of Wands came out. I call him the Wounded Warrior. This is somebody that has been through the battle and they are prepared for more of the battle. You can see, though, that this warrior right here is very strong in the Tarot Illuminati. He's not been beat up. He's, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And that's the beauty of this card right here. Has these 9 wands of passion all stuck up around him, taking the things that didn't work and release them. Let them go. Let's use the power of this eclipse season for our benefit at this particular point in time, Gemini. Yeah, and you can see this character in the Tarot Illuminati. He is staring intently out at something. He's praying with his eyes open. Praying with his eyes open. Seeing things the way that he wants them to be if he's going to take a leap of faith. He is absolutely preparing himself for his future. I love it. I love it for you, Gemini. A powerful, powerful spread. Nice and balanced, because these people can come in and they are fun. They are fun to play with. But they can hurt our hearts as well. So I see you being very balanced in what's going on around you, Gemini. Very good. Outcome. Having to make a decision. Absolutely having to make a decision. And this is decision that has to be made. Two of Swords always talks about making a decision. You see this young lady, she's sitting on a bench. You see, she's sitting at the seashore and the tide is coming in. So she's not going to be able to sit here forever. I also have to point out the eclipsed moon up here. Like I said, we're going through eclipse seasons. So absolutely, stay meditated up, stay prayerful up, go inside and find the answers that you're looking for. You know, absolutely. Prepare yourself for your future. Let's do what's best for you. You know, throw the things out that are no longer working for you at this particular point in time, Gemini. Then make the decision that's going to be best for you, Gemini. Very nice spread. Let's take a look at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, we have the Emperor, another major arcana. This is Aries seated on the throne. That may mean something to you, may not. This is Aries. We got Aries, Libra, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Virgo on the majors. But the Emperor is the King's king in the tarot. He rules the entire empire. And in the Tarot Illuminati, this guy knows that he is the Emperor. He is totally just chilled back in his throne. He's stable with this big, huge throne right here. He's got armor on in the spread right here. He's got armor on because he's been in the battle. But he's no longer in the battle. And he's just chilling in this big throne that he's got right here. He's got the world stretched out in his hand right there. He knows that the world is his apple. So go ahead and stay balanced, stay stable. This guy's a great leader, a great father figure in the positive. And I see that this is where you're going with justice on the board right here, and Temperance on the board right here, and the Hermit on the board right here, and of course the Fool, willing to take a leap of faith in either direction that you decide to go. Absolutely setting yourself apart, knowing that you are large and in charge, Gemini. Very nice spread. Very nice, powerful spread. I'm going to tell you, it's one of the best spreads that I've seen during the eclipse season coming up here. Very nice, Gemini. Hey, Tarot, let's play with some of these romance angels for Gemini today. Let's tell them what they need to know most for their highest good. Thank you for it. Here we go, Gemini. Healing family issues. For many of you out there, this may have to do with family issues, and we all know that those roots run the deepest and can be the most challenging for us. Healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive, and I did see justice come up on the board right here, and that is a karma card as well. And many times when we're dealing with these kind of situations, it's all about forgiveness, and forgive them and forgive them and forgive them. Don't let them come in and wipe their feet all over you or their little hooves. Don't let them wipe their little hooves all over you and keep you in this vibration here. I absolutely see you coming out of this vibration right here. But we forgive and we forgive and we forgive. And if we need to, we take 5 and just back off of the situation and let the situation unfold the way that it's supposed to. Let's go. Thank you, Tarot. 2 more, please, for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising from the Romance Angels. Thank you. Yeah, right there. Absolutely see this, You deserve love. You deserve love, Gemini, and you know that about yourself. The first thing is to love yourself first. I absolutely see that manifesting in your life right here. The Emperor absolutely loves himself. The Fool absolutely loves themselves. Temperance absolutely loves themselves. The hermit absolutely loves themselves. You deserve love, and you know that, and you see that. And if this isn't love, if this isn't what you're looking for, then you may decide just to let that go. Very good. Very good, Gemini. One more, please, for Gemini. One more, please, for Gemini. Thank you. Yeah. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. Many of you are absolutely looking for your soulmate to come in because you deserve love, and there are many healings that are going to come in this situation. Go ahead and continue. Like I said, this is the blending of the sacred masculine and the sacred feminine. A fun, interesting read for you, Gemini. Looks like you got your head on your shoulders to me. I really like it. I really like it a lot. Staying balanced and true with yourself. King of Swords is underneath that. Making logical decisions. Ace of Cups underneath that. In the arena of love. Very good. Very good. Very balanced. I really love this for you, Gemini. Here we go. Tarot, one more card for Gemini out of the major deck here. One more card. Thank you. And we pulled up the Emperor again. Doubled up with the Emperor here. Once again, an amazing read. Stay stable. Stay balanced. Know that you're large and in charge of your life, and you will absolutely make the right decision here within the next couple of weeks, if not sooner. So nice for you to spend your time with me, Gemini. I absolutely enjoyed this spread for you today. I want to thank you for your time. Namaste. Love and light. I will talk to you soon, Gemini. Bye for now.